Good morning, scholars, and happy Wednesday. This is Miss Bowen coming to you with another math lesson. Today, we will be looking at Eureka math lesson number 25. I want to go ahead and go over our objectives for today's math lesson and our standard. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you as I have showed you in past videos so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so in today's lesson, our objective will be that I can fill in the parts when my number bond whole is 9. Say that with me. I can fill in the parts when my number bond whole is 9. Yes, I can fill in the parts when my number bond whole is 9. Say it. Excellent. For those of us who have forgot what our parts and wholes are on number bonds, Ms. Bowen wants to go ahead and do a quick little review with you. Remember, when we look at our number bond, our big circle that's by itself over here is our whole. That is our total. That will be our large number. And remember, our parts are the two little circles on the side that are going to be little parts of our whole. So with that being said, remember Miss Bowen told you that today's I can statement is I can find the parts when my whole is 9. So what's our whole? 9. 9 is your whole. 9. I'm going to draw 9 circles so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is my whole. Well, part of my 9, I'm going to make 3. 1, 2, 3. Because I colored 3 of my circles, that is the first part that we're dealing with. And because the other circles do not have purple, that will be our next part, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we add 3 and 6 together, 1, 2, 3, because that's our first part, and our 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is our second part, we get our whole, which is 9. So remember with me together that you can find the parts when your whole is 9. That is our objective for today. I want to review with you a little bit and show you all the different ways you can come up with 9 as your whole. Let's look at linking cubes here, for instance. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 linking cubes. Well, part of my cubes, I colored blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 I colored blue. That was my first part. The other parts I colored orange. 1, 2, 3. So the first part is 6 that I colored blue. The next part is 3, which I colored orange. If we put our first part and our second part together, 6 and 3, and count them all, it makes 9, which is our whole. Let's count it and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let's look at another example and look at our 10 frame. In my 10 frame, I have put 9 dots for my whole. I have a whole of 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Part of my dots I've circled red. That first part would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I put 8 there for my first part. The next part of my dots I've colored orange, but only one of them. So my second part is 1. If we add 8 and 1 together, it makes 9. Part 8 plus part 1 equals 9 for our whole. Ms. Vaughn wants to come over here and show you another example. Here is our whole again, 9. I've made part of 9 is 2, and another part of 9 can be 7. If we add 7 and then 2 more, we get 9. Now Ms. Bowen wants to go down here and write a number sentence for our number bonds. 9 again is our whole. So 9 equals 3, which is one part, plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is another part, and together that makes our whole again of 9. So our number sentence can be 9 equals 3 plus 6. Yes, try that again and write it with me. 9 equals 3, which is the first part, plus 6, which is the next part. Good. Ms. Bowen would like to show you another example. Here I have 9 circles because remember, I can find the parts when my whole is 9. I have a whole of 9 circles. Let's count them so we know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of my circles are shaded blue. So I know that that will be my first part. Let me see where I can write this a little bit. But then the other 3 of my circles are polka dots. So I know that will be my next part. How about my whole? How many did we start with? Remember when we counted in the beginning? All of them all together. We said that there was, yes, 9. So for my number sentence, Ms. Bowen would put 9 equals 3 plus 6. 6 is the first part, which is shaded blue. 3 are the polka dots, which is our next part. And all together, 3 and 6 make equal our whole, which is 9. I would like to show you one more example before we move on, if you like to see the parts and the numbers. Here, Ms. Vaughn will put our whole, which is 9, and I'll put 9 cubes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, how many should I put in my part? I think I'm going to put 5 in my part, in my first part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I have 5 in my first part, and my goal is to get to 9, which is my whole, how many would need to go in my second part? Well, if I have 5 and I need to get to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many more can I count up till I get to 9? 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 would go in my second part. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 4 make 9, which is our whole. How can I check my answer? Because if the two parts add up to 9, then you know you've done it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's 9. That's right, because that's my whole. Let me count my whole to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for my number sentence, Miss Bowen would write 9, which is my whole, equals 5, which is my first part, plus 4, which is my second part. 9 equals 5 plus 4. And that would be my number sentence or equation. You can call it either one you'd like. All right. So think about today our I can statement. Let's go back to it. I can fill in the parts when my number bond whole is 9. And we have done that today. Go ahead and let's do a couple together and let's practice. I'm going to clear my board and we can do a few on my whiteboard and I can show you. I'm going to draw my number bond. And remember, our 9 is whole. Our 9 is our whole, and we can find our whole. We can find our parts when we know our whole is 9. I think I'm going to use 6 as a part and 3 as a part. Well, Miss Bowen, how do I know if my answer is right? Well, I'm going to put 6 cubes here so I can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to put 3 cubes here. 1, 2, 3, because that's my second part. Well, if I count 3 and 6 together, if it makes 9, which is my whole, then I know I did it correctly. So let's look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I did that correctly. Let's look at one more. I'm going to change my parts again. I can find my parts when my whole is 9. Well, I think I'm going to use 2 and 7. But I need to check my work. I'm going to put 2 cubes here to check my work because that's my first part, 2. And then I need to put 7 cubes right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I need to add up all my cubes to check my answer because remember, I'm looking to make sure that both my parts make my whole. 2 plus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is my whole, so I know I did it correctly. All right. We'll have time today to do your problem set to work on finding your parts when your whole is 9. So let's remember our I can statement and what we can do today. I can fill in the parts when my number bond whole is 9. All right. Good job today, scholars, learning with Miss Bowen. I will see you Friday for another math lesson.